Hello, all you thoughtfully made people out there. It's Courtney Morrison with Made Architecture and Design, back with another week in review. It's been a bit. We had a kind of a long layoff, longer than really anticipated layoff due to Christmas and New Year's and the holidays, my daughter being out of school and then back to school. And then she started back to school. And then 3 days later, we had a snow day. So that was last Friday. We had a snow day, which was great. Lots of fun and very unusual here in the Atlanta area to do that. So we had a lot of fun playing outside. But then she got sick, and so we had a sick kid for the weekend, and just kind of laying low, taking care of her, and then back to it. So really, this started the first full week of work for us in 2025. It's taken a bit to settle back into a good rhythm, even though we worked some last week. So really, just trying to get going, build some momentum here in the new year. So I hope all of you guys are having a great new year and settling in well and rebuilding rhythms as well. So we'll get to it. On Monday, I have this nonprofit project, and we're working through some design revisions. We have a permit and work is starting to go, but there's some VE work that needs to happen. And so really working through some exterior kind of color options with that client. And so worked on that on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I went and field measured for a new project that I have. This is actually a really fun story for me, at least. So I graduated college in 2009 from what's now Kennesaw State University, Southern Poly, Technic State University in Marietta. I graduated in 2009. In 2009, we were in a deep recession. There were really no jobs to be had in architecture. And I had a good friend of mine who had gone through architecture school, put himself through architecture school, working for a local pizza company, Marietta Pizza Company. And through him, over the years working there, we had kind of done some side work for them. I got to know the owners a little bit. And they hired me right after college to come and wait tables and deliver pizzas for them. And so, like I said, there were really no architecture jobs. It was about 14 months before I got my first job in an architecture firm, Hova Daniels Busby, who designed Colony Square in Atlanta, and they're no longer around. But I got a job with them after waiting tables and delivering pizzas for Marietta Pizza Company. Well, fast forward now here 15 years later, they called me to talk about a project that they're looking at doing. And so I went to do some field measurement for them and do some as-built drawings to kind of kick off that project. And so I'm just really grateful for that opportunity. They took great care of me when I worked for them, and I'm really excited that that's kind of come back around. It's come full circle. And now I get to, put my skills and talents to use in serving them and their business and helping them, grow and evolve and do what they're going to do. So really excited about that. And like I said, kick that off on Tuesday. So that's always fun. On Wednesday was really wrapping up kind of the financial picture for 2024, settling into, 2025, using looking at the data, the metrics that I pull out of QuickBooks and put in a spreadsheet to track the, performance of the business. And so worked on that on Wednesday, because on Thursday, I had lunch with my mentor, who's been really walking me through this part of the business all year long. And so I spent a good part of Wednesday working on that. And so, in 2024, just as a sort of year in review, I guess we had a great year, by far the best year we've had since we started the business, which is really exciting. And so here in 2025, looking to grow and build on that momentum that we built in 2024. And so that's really exciting. I sat down Thursday with my mentor and actually another good friend of mine who joined us. And we just really talked through kind of what happened in 2024, what we did that worked, where the projects were coming from, what we want to do in 2025, how we want to kind of, adjust marketing efforts and things like that. What do we want to do more of? What do we want to do less of? And kind of a big overarching picture, and then talked through some of the metrics, some of the key performance indicators that I'm going to be tracking throughout the year to ensure that the business is healthy and providing for me and my family and serving all of you guys, my clients, and things like that. So that was a lot of fun. Great to wrap that up and kind of take a minute to celebrate a little bit. On Wednesday afternoon, I drove out to Alpharetta, Roswell, to check on a project that I have out there, and that's under construction. So walked the site with the project manager, talked about some of the questions and things that were coming up, and was able to solve some issues. And sometimes those things can be handled over a call or Zoom, but really being on site, seeing things in person, being able to take measurements and say, what about this or what about that, was really beneficial. So glad I got that done, and it's always good to see projects coming together. And then, like I said, Thursday, the mentor lunch. And then I performed a review of, we're doing a house remodel that's pretty significant remodel, but the scopes are sort of disparate, kitchen, bath, add a porch, things like that. So working through that, I have someone who's working with me, another architect in Chicago, who's working on that with me. And, they sent me drawings, and I was reviewing them and going back and forth, kind of getting that squared away. And then on Friday today, worked a little bit more on the drawings for the pizza shop, just about done with that. And then went out to East Cobb to meet with a prospective client and a landscape architect who I really enjoy working with. He and I went to meet them. I had met this prospective client back before Christmas. It's a community in East Cobb who has a clubhouse, a pool, tennis courts, all those things, and they're looking to essentially totally revamp that space. So with the landscape architect, we're going to make a master plan and talk about where we can find efficiencies and integrate better connectivity and things like that, and totally kind of rework their site, give them a clear picture forward, so they can fundraise or do whatever it is, assess the community, whatever it is, so they can get that done. And so that was this afternoon. Now I'm home, or back to the studio. So that's all I've got. Maybe a little bit of work still, trying to catch up some this weekend. We'll see. It's a long weekend with MLK Day that we'll be celebrating, and so hopefully we'll get a little bit extra family time in there this weekend as well, and probably a little bit of work done. So that's all I've got for now. If you have any questions, comments about who we are, what we do, how we do it, leave them below. I would love to respond to them in a future Week in Review video, and hopefully we'll get back into a good rhythm here and be doing these weekly again, because I really enjoy it. It's helpful to me, and I'm honestly a little bit out of practice today, so it's good to get back on the horse. So you guys have a great new year, and be particular. And until next time, we'll talk soon.